Where is my chapstick? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's in my little mushroom pouch. So let me show you how to make one of these. I can't take credit for the idea, but I made my own version and it's super easy. Even if you're a beginner crocheter, you got this. The only stitches we're going to do are chain, single crochet, decrease, and slip stitch. I'm using regular acrylic worsted weight yarn, and you won't need much. You actually need about half of this little ball, and this is like 10 grams. And just to let you guys know, I got this package of 40 skeins of yarn on Amazon for just over $20. But honestly, it's perfect for those little projects that you have that you only need a tiny bit of color. So I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check that out. So we're going to use 2 different colors of yarn for this project. The stem is going to be one color, and then the top of the mushroom is going to be 2 different colors. We're going to crochet those 2 together. I'm going to use 2 different colors of purple for this next one I'm going to make. Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness, you guys. I made this little yarn guy like, I don't know, like a year ago or something. I totally forgot about him. I'm going to be using the darker purple for the stem of the mushroom. And I'm also going to be using my crochet tension ring. This makes it super easy to crochet. You just wrap the yarn around the ring and then it holds your tension for you instead of having to wrap it all around your fingers and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to first start with a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to crochet into that first chain. We're going to do 4 single crochets. So we're going to be starting around. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Now you could also do this with doing a magic circle, but I'm just going to do it this way for right now. For our next round, we're going to do 2 single crochets in each one of those single crochets we just made in the last round. So it's going to be 8 total. Now you want to pull your tail to make it tight. If you did the magic circle, you want to do the same thing. And for our third round, we are going to crochet 2 single crochets in each of these 8 single crochets. So we'll end up with 16 single crochets. And here we are at 16. I'm going to pull that tight just to make sure it's real tight. And now would be a good time to tuck in that end right there. So I'm just going to weave that in. You can do it with a yarn needle if you'd like, or however you want to do it. So we're still at 16 single crochets in the round. We're going to just crochet 1 single crochet over each one of these for our next round. And we've just made it all the way around. Now we're going to do a little bit of a decrease. We're going to do 1 single crochet in this next single crochet, and then 1 more, just 1 and 1. Then the next 2 we're going to do a decrease, just a single crochet decrease. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then insert our hook in the next single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's it. You just want to repeat from there. We're going to do 1, 1, and a decrease again. So we just did that single crochet, decrease 4 times around. So now you're going to have 12 stitches all the way around. And if you want, you can turn this inside out if it makes it easier for you. But we are going to flip it back around once we're done, because I just like the look of how it's more curved like this. So it looks better if it's inside out for the stem. So now it's the easy part. We're just going to do single crochets all the way around and just keep doing that until you get to your desired height. So like with this one, I made it so it'll fit a chapstick in there. So I made it to about there. So you can measure as you go along. So if you want to do this size, I did about 5 or 6 rows after that, but feel free to customize it however you want. So just keep doing those single crochets. And once you get to the desired length, then I'll tell you your next step. All right, let's test it out and see how we did. That looks like a good size. Our next step will be to do a slip stitch in that next single crochet. So just that right there. I'm gonna do 1 chain and I'm gonna make it really tight. So I'm gonna pull on this part right here and just tighten it up real good. And I'm gonna do that twice just to make sure it's real tight. Now I'm just going to chain about 110 chains, but you don't want to join it on the other side yet. You're just going to do just the chain part because we're going to do the mushroom top and then put it on before we actually fasten it off on the side. So go ahead and count out about 110, or if you'd rather just measure and see how long you want it for a necklace, you can do that too. Just keep in mind this stretches a little bit, so you don't have to make it quite as long as you want the necklace to be. And 110. I want to leave a little bit of a tail so I can tie it later. So let's cut it about here and then pull through. And you can pull this tight. And now we're moving on to making the top part of our mushroom. So let's start out with a slip knot. Now this one you can also do a magic circle, and you'll just do 5 single crochets around that magic circle. But I'm going to do it this way where you chain 2. Now, since we're working with double yarn, you want to make sure you go under both of these loops right here. And then we're going to do 5 single crochets in that same single crochet. So the first round's going to look something like this. And then you'll want to skip this part here because that's part of your chain. This is your first single crochet right here. So it might be a little bit hard to get into. And you'll also want to try and go under all 4 of these loops now. I'm not sure if I got that other light purple, but on this first one, it's a little bit tricky. So let's just go with a 3. That'll hold it just fine. So we're just going to do 1 single crochet right here, and then another one in that same section. So you got 2 single crochets in that next single crochet. Then we'll go to the next one and do 2. So you're going to go around and you'll do 2 in each single crochet. So you'll have a total of 10 single crochets once you get to the end of this round. So it'll look a little something like this. And you'll do the same thing you did on the stem part. You want to pull these little tails tight so there's no hole in the middle. Let's stop right here and tuck these tails in. And for our next round, we're going to crochet 2 in each one. So 2 single crochets in each single crochet. So this time you'll have a total of 20 single crochets. And now we're going to round 4, and you're just going to single crochet in each single crochet. So it'll be another 20. And we'll actually do 2 rows like that. So round 4 and 5 will just be 1 single crochet in each single crochet. And this is what it'll look like when you finish round 4 and 5. Now we can turn that inside out, or actually right side out. This side is going to be the correct side that goes out. And our next row, we're going to do a single crochet, then a decrease. So it's just going to be 1 single crochet in the next single crochet, and then 1 decrease. So let's remember how to do that. And then you just keep going around like that. And you'll do that single crochet decrease a total of 6 times. And then you'll crochet 1 single crochet in the next single crochet, and then 1 more. Now to make this little accent that goes around the edge, I'm going to cut off the light colored yarn, and then I'm just going to do slip stitches all the way around. So just keep doing that until you get all the way to the one you started with. And then there's that starting one. I'm going to just do one more, just right there. And then I'm going to cut this one here. So we pulled it through. You can pull it tight. And I'm going to pull this to the back side of the mushroom. So let's put our hook in here and just pull this tail through on this side. And since I have these two tails left, I think I'm just going to tie this in a knot. And then I can weave in these ends here. Now let's turn it right side out again. Looks like I have a little end sticking out there. Then we're going to take the stem of our mushroom and the chain part of it, and we're actually going to thread it through one of these holes here. So you want to have it so the back part of this, which is where you finished off your little slip stitch, that goes towards the back. So I'm going to use this hole and this hole. And we're just going to use our hook to pull this through. And pull through. Then let's put it through this hole on the other side of the mushroom. And then you're just going to attach the other end of your chain to the opposite side of the stem. So to find the opposite, you want to count how many single crochets you have here. So you're going to have 5 on one side and 5 on the other. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's probably this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go into this one here, and we're just going to use our hook to pull this through. And we're going to pull this through another 2 times, so that way it's nice and flush up against there. And then I'm going to tie a knot right on the end. So you just want to have your knot all the way down, like that. And just tie it over like probably 3 times. Make sure it's real tight. And then weave this little tail in. And then you can trim that. And then you're ready to use your little mushroom pouch. So let's try it out. Perfect. So I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.